So children, today we are going to learn about or discuss a few word problems on fractions. But before going to word problems on fractions, let us understand a little bit or revise fractions. So what is a fraction? A fraction is a part of a whole. Okay. Now a fraction is denoted by a numerator and a denominator. So in the numerator we can have a whole number, or we can have any natural number like a 3, and a denominator with a 5 or 2 upon 5. These are fractions. Okay. Now coming to part of a whole, what does this mean? Let's understand that. So here I have a whole circle. What is it? A whole. W-H-O-L-E. A whole denotes actually a 1. You should remember this. Okay. So I have a whole circle with me and I have divided into two parts. One part and two part. I shade this one part and give it to you. So what will be the fraction of this one part which I have given you? You will say it 1, that is your part, upon the whole part. So hence it is said part of a whole. Part of this whole is a fraction. Let us take another example. Now the same circle is divided into 4 parts, and I give you one part, and I am giving you one more part, and I am giving you the third part. So how many parts are shaded? 3 parts. And how many is the circle whole divided into? So the whole is divided, which we write below, as divided into 4 parts, and whatever is your part, 1, 2, 3, that is your part of a whole. Let's take another example. Now the circle is divided into 8 parts, and please remember, a fraction is always the whole is divided into equal parts. It can't be unequal. So you have to remember that whatever I divide into equal parts, only that I can take into fraction consideration. So here I have 1 part which I am shading, 2 part, 3 part, 4 part, and 5 part. So how many parts have I shaded? 5. And how much is the total of the whole? How many parts has it been divided into equal parts? 8. So I can write it as 5 upon 8. This is my fraction of this diagram. 3 upon 4 is my fraction of this figure, and half is my fraction of this figure. We can even denote it with the help of a block diagram or a box diagram, you could call it. So here we have number of blocks. So it is called as a block diagram, which we will use in the word problems a lot of cases. So here the block is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The whole block, one full block, is divided into 6 equal parts, and I am giving you just one part of it. So what will be the fraction of this block? It will be 1, that is your shaded part, upon 6. Understood? So this is what fractions is all about. Now there are some things which you must have learnt in fractions. Something called as like fractions. So what is like fractions? Like fractions means I have whatever fractions I give you, the denominator, this portion, the denominator will be same. So I can say that 3 upon 5 and 2 upon 5 are like fractions. Another example I can give, 3 upon 7 and 6 upon 7. The denominator is same, so I can say that these are like fractions. Okay. Let's go to some word problems. But before going to word problems, let us understand how to tackle word problems. So we have a small understanding of 5-step problem solving strategy. A small strategy of how to solve word problems. First, we have to read the problem. So read it once, read it twice, and make sure you understand all the words and ideas. What has been given in the question. That is very, very important. So we read the problem thoroughly. Then we identify what we are looking for. There is a question given like find out this, find out that. We have to identify that what has to be found out from the problem and what has been given to us. Third step is we have to write the names like what we have been given. Suppose we have been given X, Y, Z, or something has been given, note it down. Then what has not been given, like we have to find something, assign a variable. Variable means we can put it as X, Y, Z, whatever, or you can write whatever name you want right now. So you can assign a variable to represent that quantity, what we have to find out. Next, we solve that equation. Whatever we write down, we will try to solve it. And then we will check the answer and make sure it makes sense. Sometimes we can put the answer in the question and see whether the answer is correct. So we will try to do that wherever possible. Okay. Now let us start with some word problems. So we have the first word problem coming up. Now there are some packets of potato chips in a shop. Rajni bought 1/3 of the packets and Vicky bought 1/7 of the packets. Now they are saying each packet costs rupees 20. So who had paid less money? Now if you see that we have Rajni, and in this side we can say Vicky. Now 1/3 is bought by Rajni and 1/7 bought by Vicky. Now you see that these are unlike fractions, 3 and 7. So the first step is you try to convert these fractions into like fractions. What can you do to convert this into like fraction? Take the LCM of 3 and 7. Now 3 and 7 both are prime numbers, so the LCM will be 7 3s are 21. So how can I make this 21? I will make this 1/3 multiplied by 7/7. Correct? And here 1/7 multiplied by 3/3. So this will become 7/21 and this will become 3/21. Now we get the terms of like fractions. Okay. So who's paid more or who's bought more packets? Naturally 7 is bigger than 3. Okay. So if we give 7 packets, if I'm buying each costing 20 rupees, I'll be paying 140 rupees here. But here Vicky is paying only 60 rupees. So who paid less money? Vicky paid less money. Okay, 3 multiplied by rupees 20 gives me 60 rupees. And here 7 multiplied by each packet costing 20 rupees. So this will give me 140 rupees. So 160 rupees is less than 140. Hence I can say Vicky paid less money. They have not asked how much money. They have just asked who paid less money. So I will say Vicky paid less money. Whatever has been given, we have to write that. We don't have to go a step further and give another answer. Whatever is asked in the question, we will try to write that much answer. Now we will try to solve it by another method, the block method. Okay. So let's try with the block method. So here also I will say that I have Rajni and have Vicky. Okay, so Rajni paid 1/3 of the packet. She bought 1/3 and Vicky bought 1/7. I will convert them into like fractions. So they will become 7/21 and 3/21. So I will make a blockchain blocks of 21. Okay, so that is the whole. So to understand this, I will say that this is Vicky's, this is first one is Rajni's and this is Vicky. If you count, they are 21 blocks. Okay. Now, how much did Rajni buy? Rajni bought 7. So I will try to shade 7 because that is 7/21. 4, 5, 6, 7. And how much did Vicky buy? Vicky bought 3. 1, 2, 3. So who will pay less money? Each is costing say 20 rupees. 20 rupees this much. 20, 20, 20, 20, 20 and 20. Here also it is 20, 20 and 20. So this much is 20, 40, 60. And here it is 140. So who paid less money? Correct. Vicky paid less money. I hope you understood how to solve this problem. Let us now target another problem. Now Vishal and Abdul sat for an examination. Vishal finished his examination earlier by 1/4 of the total time. Now they are saying total time, but how much total time? We don't know. So if you remember in the slide earlier, we had told that if you don't know, you can assign a variable or say that a certain time. So we will do that now in this example. And Abdul finished earlier by 1/5 of the total time. So the total time is same for both these persons, Vishal and Abdul. Who took more time in writing the examination? We can even solve it as we did in the last question by writing 1/5 and 1/4 and solving and making them like fractions. But we'll try a different approach here. Let us say that the total time for the examination is 1 hour, that is 60 minutes. Okay, let us assume this. So, who sat for the exam? Vishal sat and Abdul sat. Okay, now they are saying 1/4 of the total time. Vishal finished his exam by 1/4 of the total time. So I will write 1/4 of total time. That is what it is given. So we write it. And Abdul finished earlier by 1/5 of the total time. 1/5 of total time. Now we have taken total time as 60 and off we can say as multiplication. So we can write this as 1/4 into 60. Correct? And we can write this as 1/5 into 60. So if we see, if I divide this, so I can say 4 ones are 4, 4 ones are 4, I get a 2 carry, 4 5s are 20. Now I can do it here also, 5 ones are 5, 5 ones are 5, 1 carry, 5 2s are 20. So this Abdul took 12 minutes, Vishal took 15 minutes. Now what is the question asked? Who took more time in writing the examination? Who took more time? 15 minutes is more than 12 minutes. Hence, Vishal took more time. They are not asking how much time. Why? Suppose, because I have taken 60 minutes. Suppose if somebody says, I will take the LCM of 5 and 4 and say that my examination is 20 minutes only. I can do that also. So I can say here 1/4 multiplied by 20 and here 1/5 multiplied by 20. So 4 5s are 20 and 5 4s are 20. So this Vishal will take 5 minutes and Abdul will take 4 minutes. And 5 is greater than 4, so Vishal took more time. So you see there is a difference of time here also. So it all depends on what we are taking here. So you don't need to specify the time. You just have to, who took more time. So you have to say Vishal took more time to solve the paper or writing the examination. How do we do it in the block diagram? Same method. Okay, so we have, let's say that here we take it as 20. Okay, let us say, presume that the examination is for 20 minutes. Okay, so I will try to 1/4 and 1/5. So if I convert both of them into like fractions, it will be 4 5s are 20. So this will become 5/20. I will multiply this by 5/5 and multiply this by 4/4. Okay, so this will become 4/20. So let us take these. This is my time of the examination. Okay, 20. So I will say that this is Vishal's time and this is Abdul's time. Okay, Vishal's is 5. So I will shade 5 parts of 20. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. and Abdul is four parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So who took more time? Naturally Vishal, because this Abdul took only 4 parts of it. Vishal took 5. Hence Vishal took more time to complete the examination. Understood how to solve this? Let us take another example. Now we have been given sum of two numbers is 11 upon 12. If one of them is 5 upon 6, find the other. So sum of two numbers we know. Let us understand this. First number plus a second number is given as 11 upon 12. So we have to understand the question. Always try to understand the question. So what has been given? If one of them is 5 upon 6. So let us say this number is 5 upon 6. What is this number is what they are asking. Okay, this is what they are asking. Now you see that 5 upon 6 and 11 upon 12 both are unlike. So I will try to convert one into another. So I will say 5 upon 6 to convert to a like fraction of 12. So if I multiply the denominator by 2, I will get it. So I will say multiply by 2 upon 2. So this fraction becomes 10 upon 12. This one. I have to find this fraction now. Now I know 10 upon 12 and 11 upon 12. So what will I add in this fraction, the like fraction, to get me 11 upon 12? Simple. I will add 1 upon 12. Correct? So 10 plus 1 becomes 11 and the denominator remains same. So I will say my answer is 1 upon 12. Very simple to find out if we do the like fractions, how to go about it. The other way is like I have 5 upon 6 here. Okay. And plus I will say let this other number. So I will note it as other number is equal to 11 upon 12. Correct? Now I have to find the other number. So other number means I have to remove this part just to have the other number. Correct? So if I want to remove this part, what will I do? I will, because this is addition here, this other side will go as a subtraction, right? How? Suppose if I do 5 upon 6 minus 5 upon 6 here only plus other number. I am on the left hand side, I am doing 5 upon 6, I am subtracting. So the other side also I will do 11 upon 12 minus 5 upon 6. Whatever we do on the left hand side, we have to do on the right hand side because this is an equality sign. So here 5 upon 6 minus 5 upon 6 will get cut. There comes 0, 5 minus 5. So here I will get other number is equal to 11 upon 12 minus 5 upon 6. Taking the LCM, this becomes 12. So 11 minus 5 2s are 10 because 6 2s are 12. So I have to multiply this by 2. So 10. So my other number is 1 upon 12. Correct? Understood how to solve this or how to get it? Or using this method here also, understand how to solve it and then write the steps of solving it. Now how do we do it in the block method? So we will again, I have two fractions 5 upon 6 and 11 upon 12. I will convert this into like fraction. So I will make this as 10 upon 12 and my sum is 11 upon 12. So I will say this much is my sum 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. Total 12 parts because denominator is 12. So my sum is 11. And what are they saying? One of them is 10 upon 12. So I will say this 1, this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 is gone. How much is remaining of the sum? Only one part, that is 1 upon 12. So that is my answer. 1 upon 12. Understood? Let us go to the next problem. Now a tin contains 7 upon 8 liters oil. Okay. So let us say that we have a tin and it has been filled up till here, and this portion is 7/8 liters. Okay, now they say that if 2/5 liter oil is leaked, what do you mean by leaked? Means there is a hole in the tin or whatever, so the oil gets leaked out. Okay, so 2/5 is leaked out. How much oil is left in the tin? So 2/5 goes out of this. Correct? So this is very simple. If you understand that I am removing this, removing means delete. So this 2/5 is getting out of this. I can straight away say that 7/8 minus 2/5 will give me the answer. So I can write this as 7/8 minus 2/5. So I'll convert this into like fractions. So what is the LCM of 8 and 5? I will say it is 40. So I will convert this into like fraction. So this will become upon 40. 8 5s are, so top number will become 35. And this will become 5 8s are 40. So this number will become 16. 8 2s are 16. So now I can subtract 35 minus 16. So 35 minus 16 is how much? 19. Okay. So my answer is 19/40 liters oil is remaining in the tin. Understood how to go about this? You can draw a diagram, understand it, and you will get the answer. So total is 7/8 liters and 2/5 is removed from it. If I remove from it, how much is left in the tin? Naturally 7/8 minus 2/5. Okay. Now if I go and use the block method, how to go about it? So I have two fractions here given. One is 7/8 and one other fraction is given 2/5. I will try to convert both of them into like fractions. So what will I do to convert? I will say that the LCM of 8 and 5 is 40. This is 40 blocks which I have given. So let us convert. So the first 7/8 will be multiplied by 8 5s are 40. So this also will be multiplied by 5. It will become 35/40. Correct? The second fraction 2/5, I want to make it 40. So 5 8s are 40. I have to multiply by 8. So I will multiply the numerator also by 8. Equivalent fractions is what you have understood. So 8 2s are 16 and 5 8s are 40. So I've got my two fractions, like fractions, 35 and 16. Okay. So now the tin has 35/40 liters of oil in it. So I will shade all this. 1, 2, 3, 4. All this will go up till 35. So only 5 will remain. So out of 40, I think I will just go. And how much is here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So till here I will color it. So this much oil is there in the tin out of the 40 parts. 35. Correct? 5 is remaining. So this total is 35. Now they are saying 2/5. So 2/5 we converted into like fraction as 16 parts. So I will remove the 16 parts. So this part is gone. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So now to count the remaining which is there in this. So I will say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 parts. So my answer is 19/40 is remaining in the tin. Correct? Understood how to solve it in two different ways. Let's go and solve another problem. Now they are saying Prakash's house is 5/6 kilometers away from school and Shinu's house is 3/4 kilometers away from school. Who lives further from school? So they are saying let's assume that this is my school and Prakash stays here. This is Prakash's house and this is Shinu's house. Okay, so they are saying that this distance is 3/4. Correct the second fraction Shinu, and Prakash is distance is 5/6. Again we are saying two fractions, so both are different, means they are not like fractions. So first we will convert them into like. So 5/6 and 3/4. If I have to convert into like, what will be the LCM? The LCM I can see is 12. Okay, so I will say that 5/6. To convert this into 12, I will multiply by 2/2. And this side I will multiply by 3/3. Correct? So this will become 10/12. And this will become 9/12. Okay, so my base is same, so like fractions becomes 10/12 and 9/12. So both distance whole is same. Who lives further now, 10 or 9, which is greater? So naturally 10. So 10 is 5/6. So Prakash lives further from school. Okay, so they are saying how much further is also they are asked. So you can say how much further, 10 minus 9. Okay, so 10 minus 9 is 1/12. So 1/12 kilometers further from school. Understood how to solve this? Let us try to do it with a block diagram. Okay, so here we have again two fractions. So let us first make 5/6 and 3/4. Let us convert them, which we have done here, to like fractions. So I will say this will become 10/12 and this will become 9/12. Both are like fractions now. Converting them to like fractions. So this is Prakash's house and this is Shinu's house from school. And both are divided into 12 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 kilometers. Okay. Now Prakash has 10/12. So I will say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So Prakash is 10 kilometers. Okay. 10/12. Not kilometers but fraction. And Shinu is 9/12. So I will shade only 9 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So who lives further? Naturally further is Prakash. And by how much? 1 only, because only this much is extra. If you see, compare this to 1 only extra. So you can say 1/12. Out of the total parts, only one part. So 1/12 is the answer. Okay. Understood how to do it with the block diagram? Let's take another example. Veena sleeps 8/1/5 hours in the night and studies 4/15 hours in school. How long does she sleep more than study in school? So they have given you the answer, means they have given you that the difference. You have to find out how long more does she sleep more. So basically you have to find the difference between these two. But they have also given you that sleeps more. Okay, so this time is more because she's sleeping more than she's studying. So automatically this becomes a bigger fraction, this becomes a smaller fraction, and you have to subtract it. So first we will convert 8/1/5, which is a mixed fraction, to improper. So we will say 8 5s are 40 and 1 41/5. Correct? And the second fraction will become 6 4/15. 15 6 are 90 plus 4, 94. 94 upon 15. So we are getting the two fractions now, 41 upon 5 and 94 upon 15. But we see that they are both unlike fractions, 5 and 15. So what will be the LCM of 5 and 15? Correct, 15. So I will, to convert this to like, I will say that I will multiply this by 3 at the base denominator. So numerator also will be multiplied by 3. So this will become 3 1s are 3 and 4 3s are 12. 123 upon 15. Okay. Now this and this becomes like fractions. Now what they are saying, how long does she sleep? So this we already know is a bigger fraction. So we will say 123 upon 15 minus 94 upon 15. Base is same. So I can write this as 15. 123 minus 94. Okay, so 94 and 6 is 100. So 23 plus 6 is 29. So this is 29 upon 15. Now the question was in mixed fraction. So we also convert this into mixed fraction. So this will become 15 1s are 15 and remaining is 14. So 14 here and 15. This hours. Now you can still modify this further if you want. Now how much is minutes? This is 1 hour, correct? So I can write this. If you want to still further classify, I can say that this is 1 plus 14 upon 15 hours. I don't know how much have you ever heard upon 14 upon 15 hours? So I want to still modify this. I know 1 hour is 60 minutes. So here this is clear, 1 hour. But what is 14 upon 15 hours? I don't know. So I'll try to modify this hours. So I know that hours, 1 hour is 60 minutes. So I will say 1 plus 14 upon 15 into 60. 1 hour is 60 minutes. So I can say 15 1s are and 15 4s are 60. So 4 4s are 16. 4 1s are 4 and 1 5. So the total time is 1 hour 56 minutes. This I have tried to simplify it further. You can even write this as an answer, or you can simplify this further as 1 hour 56 minutes. Clear how to go about this? Okay, let's go to the next sum. I hope you have understood how to go about this. Now, the next question is, a class has 32 students. 3 upon 4 of the students are boys. How many are girls? This can be solved in many 2 ways, 3 ways, whatever. So let's try to solve it. Okay. So I have 32 students total in my class. Now the question, read the question very carefully. They are saying 3/4 of the students. So instead of students, I can say 32 here straight away. Correct? Because I have 32 students. So 3/4 of 32 is how much? So I can write here boys is equal to 3 upon 4 of 32, which is 3 upon 4 into 32. So 4 8s are 32 and 8 3s are is 24. So I have 24 boys out of 32. So how many are girls? Naturally 32 minus 8, 24 is how much? 24 6 38 girls. So my girls are 8 in number. Clear how to go about this? Suppose we have to do it in the block diagram. We want to understand this in the block diagram. So I have 32 students here, correct? So let us assume that this whole is 32 students. Okay, this whole is 32 students and 3/4 of this is boys. So naturally I will divide this 32 into 4 equal parts. Okay, so this full is sorry, this full is 32 students and 3/4 of them are boys. So I will divide this into 4 equal parts. So how much will one part become? If I divide 32 by 4, it will become 8. Here 8, 8, 8, 8 and 8. 8 ones are 8, 8 twos are 16, 8 threes are 24, 8 fours are 32. So 8 equal parts. Now they are saying 3 of them are boys. 3 parts means this 1, 2, 3. So how many are girls remaining? Naturally 8 parts. 8 are girls. Only 1/4 part is remaining. That is girls. You can even do it the other way round. Now I have been given 3/4 of the students are boys. So whole is how much? A whole is equal to 1. And from that 3/4 is taken. So if I remove from whole 3/4, so what will I get? My LCM becomes 1. So 4 minus 3 is 1/4. Correct? So 1/4 girls of 32. So 1/4 multiplied by 32 is 4 8s. So I will get 8 girls. Correct? Whichever way you want, you can solve this example or this word problem. Okay, let us go to another word problem. Now, same example, almost the same as last example. 500 students sat for a competitive exam. 9/10 students were successful. Now they are asking how many students were not successful. Okay, so let us solve this by saying that we have 500 students. And they are saying 9/10 of the students. So what will I say? 9/10 of students were successful. So 9/10 of means multiplication. How many students? 500 students. So 10 becomes 50. Correct? 50 into 10 is 500. So how many students? 9 5s are 45. So this becomes 450 students. So how many were successful? 450 students were successful. But what is the question asked? How many students were not successful? So out of 500, how many? Minus 450 students. So my answer is 50 students were not successful. Clear how to go about this? If I have to do it in the case of a block diagram, let's say that this whole, okay, is 500 students. This is 500 students. And I have been given 9/10 were successful. Okay, so I will divide this 500 into 10 equal parts. So each part will be how much? 50, 50. Dividing this by 10 becomes, each part becomes 50. Clear? This total is 500 and I have to break it up into 10 equal parts. So 50, 50, 50, 50 becomes 500. And how much students were successful out of this? 9. So this successful, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 were successful. How much is remaining which are not successful? 50 students. Clear? The 50 students were not successful. I hope you have understood what I am teaching till now. Okay. Now we come to another problem. Rashmi has 2/7 of a tape. If her share measures 6 meters, find the total length of her tape. Now here we will go back to using a variable quantity. Okay. Like, because the question is in such a way that we have to use a variable quantity. If you remember in that 5 point how to solve a word problem, the second slide was you have to use a variable. So I will say that let the total length of the tape be, because I have to find the total length. So total length be x. Let us presume total length. So 2/7 of a tape. So what is the tape's length? I have taken as x. So 2/7 of x is, because this is Rashmi's chair, 2/7 of the total tape is 6 meters. Correct? Understood how to go about this? 2/7 of the total tape. So 2/7 into x. I have taken the total length as x. So 2/7 of x is 6 meters. Now I have to find the value of x and I will get the total length. So how do I find? Here it is multiplication. So I want to remove this 2/7. What can I do to make this 1? I can multiply it by 7/2 on the left hand side. So I will say 7/2 into 2/7 into x. Suppose whatever I do on the left hand side, I told because of the equality, I will have to do it on the right hand side. So here also it will become 6 into 7/2. Correct? I am doing 7/2 multiplication here. I am doing 7/2 multiplication on the right hand side, like a equal when you go to buy potatoes or something. Okay. So if I remove something from this side, automatically this will go down. Or this will go down because this will become heavier. So I remove something from here also, and my equilibrium here is constant then. So I have to do on both sides. I can't do on one side and say that this will remain constant. Correct? So if I do something here, the same thing I have to do on the other side also. Then only my equilibrium will remain constant. Okay? So I am multiplying this by 7/2. So 7 and 7 gets cut. 2 and 2 gets cut. I have left with only x here. And here I can say 2 1s are 2 and 2 3s are 6. So 7 3s are 21. So my x becomes 21 meters. So the total length of the tape is 21 meters. Correct? Now, how do we do it in the block diagram? Okay. So let us say that a hole. Now what has been given? We have been given as 2/7 as a fraction, and 6 meters is what the part of this 2 parts is 6 meters, 2/7. Okay. So let us presume that the hole is divided into 7 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Correct? 7 part, because that is the fraction, 2/7. And Rashmi's part is 2. 1, 2. This is Rashmi's part. Correct? Understand this and it will become very simple. This is Rashmi's part, this part. And they are saying her share measures 6 meters. So this part is 6 meters. So when I say that this is 6 meters, this 7 is equal parts. So how much will be one part? If this 2 parts is 6, automatically this will become 3 and this will be 3. So if this is 3, this is 3, what will be the other parts? 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. So how much is this remaining? 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12, 3 5s are 15. So this much part is 15. And what is the total length of the tape? Automatically 15 plus 6, 21 meters. That is your answer. Clear? How to go about this? Let us try another sum. When I have traveled 25 kilometers, still 3/5 of my journey is left. What is the total length of my journey? So I have traveled 25 kilometers and 3/5 of my journey is left. So here the question is different from what the earlier one was. The earlier one was my part. Now they are saying the other side of it. So you know that I have told you the whole is 1. Always understand that the whole is equal to 1. Now they are saying if I have traveled, suppose I am traveling this much, this is the whole length of the journey, and I have traveled this much, and this is 25 kilometers, correct? Still, this fraction has been given as 3 upon 5 of my journey, correct? This is still left. Now they are not giving this part. So how much will this part be? So the whole is 1, correct? So I will say out of the whole, if I have to say that how much is this part, what can I say will this part be? This part will be 2 upon 5. How did I get? I can say 1 minus 3 upon 5. LCM is 5. So 5 minus 3 is equal to 2 upon 5. Correct? So 25 kilometers I have completed. 2/5 of my journey. 3/5 of my journey is remaining. So how do I find out what is the total length of my journey? So 2/5 of my journey, suppose the total journey is x, is equal to, now I will say not 3 upon 5 but 2 upon 5, because I am doing 2/5 of my journey and I am saying equal to. So I will say it is 25 kilometers. So I have to remove this 2 upon 5. I will do a reciprocal. So I will say 5 upon 2 into 2 upon 5 multiplied by x is 25 multiplied by 5 upon 2. I am doing it on both sides. So this 5, this 5, this 2, this 2. So I will get x is equal to 25 5s are 125 upon 2. Which is, if I divide it, it will become 6 2s are 12, 2 2s are 4 and 0.5 kilometers. So my total journey is 62.5 kilometers. Clear? Now if I have to do it in the case of a block. Okay. So I am dividing this into 5 equal parts. Okay. So 5 equal parts is this, and 3 of my parts, so I have 3 upon 5 is remaining. Okay. And so what is the other part? 2 upon 5 from the whole. Correct? So I have completed 2 upon 5 and 2 upon 5 gives me 25 kilometers. So each is how much? 12.5 and 12.5. So automatically this will also be 12.5, 12.5 and 12.5, all equal. So if I add this, 12 ones are 12, 12 twos are 24, 12 threes are 36, 12 fours are 48, 12 fives are 60, 60, 5 and 5 1, 61, 5 and 5 2, 62.5. So the total will be 62.5 kilometers total journey. Okay. Let us go for another example. Nidhi has rupees 48. She spends half of her money on books and 1/3 of the remaining money on lunch in the school. How much money is left with her? So Nidhi has rupees. So I will say that she has 48 rupees with her. Half of her money. So this half is gone. Okay. So half of 48 is gone. So half of 48. So half of 48 becomes 1 upon 2 multiplied by 48. So 2 ones are 2. Correct? 2 twos are 4, 2 fours are 8. So rupees 24 is out from her bag. She spent it. Okay, on books. So how much is left with her right now? Half of that is rupees 24. Now they are saying 1/3 of the remaining money on lunch. So 1/3. What is right now with her now? She has only 24 because half is gone. So 1/3 of 24. Correct? she's spending on lunch. So how much money is left with her? So I will say 3, 8 is a 24. So 8 ones are 8. So rupees 8 is left with her. Got it? How to solve this? I have 48 rupees, half of 48. So half of 48 becomes 24. So I subtract from 48 24, I will be left with 24 rupees in my pocket. Now 1/3 of that I am going to spend on lunch in the school. So 1/3 of 24. So 3 ones are 3 and 3 8s are 24. So how much money is now left in my pocket? 8 rupees. Clear? Let us do it with a block diagram. So I have 48 rupees here, and I have two fractions here, 1 upon 2 and 1 upon 3. So what is the LCM? I want to convert both of them into like. So what will be my LCM? I will say that I will multiply this by 3 upon 3 and this by 2 upon 2. Correct? So this will become 3 upon 6 and this will become 2 upon 6. Okay. So half of 3 means this much. And this total is 48. So if each is 48, if I divide it into 6 equal parts, how much is 8 part? 6, 8 is 48. So each is 8 rupees. 8 ones are 8, 2s are 16, 8 3s are 24, 8 4s are 32, 8 5s are 40, 8 6s are 48. So each is 8. Each block is 8. Total is rupees 48. Half of it means I am taking 1, 2, 3 parts is gone for money on books. So this much is gone for books. Correct? Half of it. By the remaining, I am going to spend only 1/3 part of it. So here 1/3 part means it has been made into an equivalent fraction of 2 upon 6. Correct? So 2 parts of this are gone for lunch. Money on lunch. Sorry. Lunch. Correct? 2 upon 6. 3 upon 6 I have converted 1 upon 2 into like fraction of 3 upon 6 and 1 upon 3 I have converted into like fraction of 2 upon 6. So 3 parts will go for books, 2 parts will go for lunch. How much is remaining? Rupees 8. Clear? We have another word problem. The water tank is 1 upon 5 full. After drawing of 16 liters, it is just 1/6 full. What is the capacity of the water tank? Okay, so let us say that this is my big water tank and this in here is currently full. So this much is 1/5 full of the full water tank. So we can say that let the capacity of water tank be X liters. Okay, the full capacity. Only 1/5 is full right now. After drawing off 16 liters means some water is drawn off and that is 16 liters. Okay, and the capacity becomes 1/6. Correct? So we can say that 1/5 was full. So 1/5 of the full capacity minus 1/6 because now the capacity has become 1/6. So the difference of what water has removed is equal to 16 liters. Correct? This is how we have formed our equation. 1/5 of the capacity which was full till that point of time. Then some water was removed, that is 16 liters. So 1/5 minus 1/6. So that much water will be equal to 16 liters. So if we solve this, we will get an LCM of 5 6 30. So it will become 6x minus 5x is equal to 16. So 1x upon 30 is equal to 16. So I want to remove 1 upon 30. So I'll multiply this side by 30. 30 into 1 upon 30 x is equal to 16 into 30. Because I am doing it from the left hand side 30, so I'll do on the right hand side also 30. So 30 and 30 get cancelled. I will be remaining with x, and x is 16 into 3. That is 16 3 is 480. So 480 liters is the capacity of the water tank. Clear how we got about it? Let us do it in the case of block diagrams. So here we have a fraction of 1 upon 5 and another fraction which is 1 upon 6. Okay, and 16 liters is what? Water is drawn out. So first we will convert this into equivalent fraction. So I'll multiply this by 6 upon 6 and this 1 upon 6 by 5 upon 5. So this will become 6 upon 30. That is the first water which was there. Then after drawing it becomes 5 upon 30. Correct? So I will have 30 equal parts. This much is my water tank, the full water tank, which has been divided into 30 equal parts. So if you count it is 30. And now 6 upon 30 has been filled. So I will say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This much is filled right now, the first part of it. Okay. And when the water is drawn out from it, okay, after drawing of 16 liters, it is 1/6 full. So 1/6 becomes 5 upon 30. So I will say that this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you see this one part is how much now? This one part becomes my 16 liters of water. Correct? So if I say this one part is 16, I have divided this into how many equal parts? Each part becomes 16 multiplied by 30, because this whole water tank is 30 parts. One part is 16. So how much is the whole part? So I will say 16 into 30. So 16 into 30 is my whole tank is 480 liters. Understood how to do it in the block diagram, which becomes a little more simpler if you understand it. Clear? Let us go to the next question. Now Rekha uses 3/4 of the kitchen garden for growing vegetables. 1/3 of this part is used for growing tomatoes. If the kitchen garden is 100 square meters, how much is used for growing tomatoes? So now the kitchen garden is given. Okay, this is my kitchen garden, and here they are saying that kitchen garden is 100 square meters. So let us say that this is my kitchen garden, and this whole area is 100 square meters area. Okay, 3/4 of this. So if I say 3/4, how much will 3/4 become? 1 will become half and 1/4 of another half. So this much full area is my 3/4. So this 3/4 of the garden is used for growing vegetables. So here my vegetables are being grown, this much area, and 1/3 of this part. So out of this much which has been shaded, I will have to take 1/3 of it. So I can say, so if I say that this is 100, what will be the half? The half will be 50. Clear? And what will be half of half? So this much is also 50 if you look at it that way. And half of this becomes 25. Correct? So 25 and 25 becomes 50, and this is 50. So 3/4 is of 100 is 75. Let us do it by solving it. So when I say 3/4 of my kitchen garden, so 3/4 of kitchen garden's area is 100. So I can divide this by 4 2s are 8, 2 carry over, 4 5s are 25 3s are is 75 square meters. Okay, for growing vegetables. Now they are saying 1/3 of this part is used for growing tomatoes. So 1/3 of this part means which is this part now? 75. So 1/3 of 75 is used for growing tomatoes. So 3, 1, 3 2s are 6, 1 carry over 5. So 25 into 1 is 25 square meters is used for growing tomatoes. So that is the question. How much is used for growing tomatoes? 25 square meters. Clear? Now let us try with the help of a block diagram. So I will say that 3/4 of the kitchen garden is used for growing vegetables. So 100 square meters is divided into 4 equal parts. So I can say each part is 25, 25 50, 25 75 and 25 100. This is my whole kitchen garden. Correct? And we are saying 3/4. So I will say this 1, 2 and 3. So how much? 75. Correct? Here also we got 75. So 75 is used for growing. This much is 75 for vegetables. Okay. Now 1/3 of this vegetable. So this part I have taken it down and I have divided into 3 equal parts. So 1/3 of this part. So each part is how much? 25, 25 and 25. Correct? 25, 25. I have taken 1/3 of this. Now 1/3 becomes only this much. This shaded part. So 1/3 is used for growing tomatoes. So how much is used for growing tomatoes? 25 meters square is used for growing tomatoes. Clear? Let us go with the last example. I think this is the last example of this. So 2/3 of the students in a class of 1 to 10 in a school are boys. 3/4 of these are in class 1 to 8. What fractions of the students studying in class 1 to 8 are boys? So they are asking a fraction of the whole. Okay, so if we have to do it, we can do it like this. Let us here assume that we have which fractions? We have two types of fractions. One is given as 2/3 and the other is 3/4. So if I have to make it like fractions, what will be the LCM? We can say 12. Correct? So let us presume that there are 12 boys in the school. Okay. So 2/3 of 12 in 1 to 10 are boys. So I will say, let us say 2/3 of 12. So it becomes 3/4s are 12. So I can say 2/3 into 12. 3/4s are 12. So 8 boys are there out of the 12 students which are studying from 1 to 10. Now out of this 8 boys, they are saying 3/4 of these are studying in class 1 to 8. So 3/4 of how much? 3/4 of 8. Correct? Are studying in class 1 to 8. So I can say 3/4 into 8, which becomes 4/2s are 8. So 6 boys are studying in class 1 to 8. 6 boys out of how many boys we took? We took out of 12 boys, correct? Out of 12 boys, 6 boys. So what will be the fraction? We are asking what fraction of the students studying in class 1 to 8 are boys. So 6 boys out of 12 boys. So I can say 6 boys out of 12 boys. So I can say 6 1s are 6 and 6 2s are 12. So the fraction is half of the students are boys which are studying in class 1 to 8. Clear how to go about this? Sorry. Let us try with the help of a block diagram. So I have 2/3 of the student. So 2/3 of the student are from 1 to 10 are boys. So I can say 2/3. 1 and 2. 2/3 of the students are boys. Okay. Now 3/4 of these means whatever is this box, means whatever we have shaded. So we will take this down. means this out of this. Okay, whatever is this, 3/4 of this. So we have to take this 2 units and break it into 4 equal parts. So we will do that. So I'm breaking this exactly into 4 equal parts. Correct? Because I want 3/4 of these. So 3/4 meaning 1, 2, 3. Correct? This much are boys in 1 to 8 now. Okay. So if I go back to the original thing and make it back again. So let us see. So this is my original boys in the school. This diagram, this first bar block. This block is my original boys. But because the fraction was given 2/3, I broke it up into 3 equal parts. But now I have to break it up into how many equal parts? Because out of this I have to break it up into 6 equal parts. So I take that original because I have to take a fraction of the original. So if I take this 3/4, so I will shade only this much now are in, because this is for 1 to 8 boys. Correct? Who are studying. So I will take this fraction and put it here. I put this fraction and put it below. So I will shade only 1, 2, 3. So what fraction will this become out of this? This will become 3/6, and which is equal to 3 1s are 3 2s are. Half of that is, the whole fraction is these, which are studying in 1 to 8. Understood how to solve using block, and block becomes much easier if you understand how to solve it. I hope you have understood, and word problems should and will become easier if you solve quite a lot of them. So keep solving. Thank you.